da madruga aqui, né? Bora encarar mais um dia de trabalho, né? E hoje tá trabalho, hein, malandro? Hoje vai ter trabalho. Esses próximos 2 dias aí vai fazer com que o NEGOTETA puxe um pouco, né? Porque hoje eu tô saindo de casa aqui um pouco mais cedo, né? Tipo, pelo menos, assim, tem normalidade aí que eu vou sair mais cedo e tal. Hoje, né, tem mais trabalho do que normalmente, simplesmente pelo fato de a gente querer terminar um pouco mais cedo no dia 24. Estava trocando ideia com o patrão ontem e ele disse que tem trabalho para durar até a hora do almoço, na quarta-feira. Então provavelmente eu terminaria na quarta-feira ali pela 1h da tarde, mais ou menos, meio-dia, 1h da tarde. E ele me perguntou se eu queria trabalhar um pouco mais hoje e amanhã. Assim eu poderia talvez, né, se aparecer mais alguma ordem, talvez terminar um pouco mais cedo na quarta-feira. Porque se for só isso, né, hoje e amanhã eu termino. Daí se aparecer mais alguma ordem entre hoje e amanhã, né, ainda dá tempo de fazer a entrega do trabalho, de boa. E quarta-feira eu posso praticamente não fazer muita coisa, né? O que já dá um bom início para mim, por quê? Porque na quarta-feira eu já marquei uma massagem para fazer, o que já dá um adianto legal. So today we start working a little bit earlier, just to make sure everything will be done before Christmas. And yesterday I was talking to the big boss, and then he mentioned if I wanted to do some extra job today and tomorrow. Então, como eu decidi fazer um trabalho extra entre hoje e amanhã, quarta-feira, acho que se eu não me engano, 3h45 da tarde, eu tenho uma massagem para fazer, então ali eu já vou estar sossegado, tenho várias coisas que eu posso fazer na quarta-feira sem se preocupar muito, né? E poder sair do trampo mais tranquilo. Mas a ideia é essa. So that's the idea. Start working a bit early today, finish a lot late tomorrow as well. A couple of massages tonight, one massage tomorrow, and then I'll have like a little break for a few days. When I say a break for a few days, when surely I don't want to go back on Friday to work. That would be great. But if you need it, I will. If not, Monday and Tuesday next week. Which I'm not planning, to be honest with you. I could have this week off and take a few days on holiday, so I could really enjoy the time, like everybody else, you know. And compared to the weather now, the weather is about 8 degrees, so it's nothing compared to what it used to be back on the days, like very crazy, -2, -5, just before Christmas. So yeah, that's the reason I'm a lot earlier doing this live while I'm still on my way to work here, guys. I hope you guys will have like a great break between Christmas and New Year too. I don't know, as I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be back at work at least for a couple of days in between the festive time. I hope not, but there is always a big chance I have to come back to work on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday next week, which I'm not very happy about it, but we will see. But very happy. As I said, last weekend I had the chance of get together with quite a lot of friends in Castle. We had like a big party celebration with some of my friends, some of my students, neighbors, some of my patients for the massage. It was a great time. It was a great getting together. It was about 10 kilograms of short ribs. It was some rice, some beans, potatoes. You know, it was like a great thing. A lot of people, you know, get knowing each other, or kids running around all over the place. At some point it was about 10 or 15 kids just running around. That was great, even including my little boy. So it was a great thing to see, you know. And now here we go, back to work. And yes, today I will have to push it a bit, not a bit, a lot. As I said, it's 3 loads already for today. Normally it's only 2 loads a day. I don't know where I'm going with these 3 loads. I know only the first one, the second, the third. I have no clue. Where I'm going. That's why I'm coming quite earlier to work. Even 15 minutes is a lot when we understand the chance of loading the machines faster in the morning, not getting much of the traffic, peak time. So yeah, we will see. We'll see how it will work. And all of you guys, thank you very much for always coming back here to be part of, of my crazy lives. I know sometimes people, they say, what is this channel about? And I say, here is just about having a laugh, have fun. And from time to time, if you ask any questions, I'll give you the answer. If you ask for an advice, I will not share an advice, but I will share some experience, what I had in the past, and if that will help you to find a resolution for your problems, it's my pleasure trying and help. And making friends, of course. Since I started this channel here, I have made friends, which I haven't met in person yet, but all the time we are in touch on the phone. We're all the time talking, sending messages, trying and helping each other, even though we never met. Okay? But this is what this channel is about, is to make friends, to share with you a little bit about my life since I left Brazil and I moved to the United Kingdom, to show to some of my friends my routine in the country here. Sometimes I don't see, well, sometimes. There are friends that I haven't seen them in over 20 years. And here was the chance when I met them again. Some of my family members I've met them again through this channel. And when I say that, yes, oh, how dare you don't even know your family, you're not in touch with your family. Guys, I have over 115 cousins, okay? I grew up with grandchildren of some of my cousins. I have cousins on their 80s already. So, yeah, life goes on, boys. I'm getting old, but my family is huge. It's absolutely big. So that was the reason in this channel here I can show to some of my family members, some of my old students of martial arts who are just traveling around the world. They had to leave their school for some reason, and they trained with me for several years, and then they finished studying or they found a job in another country. And it's not all the time you are in touch with everyone. I have had so many students throughout the years, so many. And sometimes I get a message from God knows who. Hey, how you doing, Sandro? How you doing, NEGOTETA? It's me. And I'm saying, okay, so who is me? I get lost. People who I trained in 25 years ago, they send me messages saying, oh, do you remember me? And I say, no. And I'm totally honest with them. When they say, oh, how dare you don't remember me? I say, okay, how old are you? Well, I'm 35, exactly. You were about 10 years old when I was your teacher. How many things has changed in 25 years? How do you think I will recognize your face? And then we have a laugh, and then we start telling about our lives, what we're doing, how we're doing. I'm very happy to hear, not all, but a lot of my students, they have their job, they have their families, they did something for their lives. Of course, there's a lot of my students who are not here in this world anymore. They have left us for any reason, for any reason. So yeah, at the end of the day, I can simply say yes, I'm a happy person. I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm doing what I like. The jobs, what I have, they are what I want to do. It's not what I am obliged to do only for the money. Of course, money is a consequence of, money is the result of a good work, But first of all, I really enjoy what I do. And some people at the weekend, they were asking me, oh, I didn't know you could cook. And I said, yeah? Well, so why are you delivering coal? Why are you not working in the kitchen as a chef in some restaurant? And he said, because I did it already. I did my part. I enjoyed the time when I was there. But when I realized my passion was going away, for the hospitality business, I decided to leave before I would lose the passion for the cooking too. So that's the reason I decided to step out of the hospitality. Not 100%, I still have product myself. I have like a little company which is my own recipe. Time to time I make like a little party which I can show some of the skills which I have in the kitchen. Or time to time I just do catering work for some people who I know, for some friends. I don't take much of work in cooking anymore. I don't want that anymore. But I like the cooking part. I enjoy it. That's why once in a while I do like a little party and I bring a different menu, so people can have a get together. I still can do what I like in a professional way. I have my qualifications. I have like a catering trailer business. I just don't want to trade with that anymore. Not at least not at the moment. I enjoy being outside. I enjoy the freedom. I don't want the stress of the kitchen, at least not for now. But if I have to go back one day, well, I have no problems going back to it. But if I have a choice, no. If I have the choice, no, I wouldn't. No. Yes, I still have like the catering business, which maybe one day I will activate, and get some people to work for me in there. But not at the moment. For now, I would like to enjoy this freedom that I have. And as I say, time to time I can just do some cooking here and then. So it was one this past weekend. There will be another cooking off on March. Another friend coming to the Yorkshire to lead some martial arts workshops, and I already planned with a few friends and some people around. I'll be doing some different cookings on that one. Maybe it depends on the weather. I'll organize a barbecue, a Brazilian barbecue. So for a lot of people there, no, it's not gonna be burgers on the grill. Okay, we're gonna do like a South American barbecue, or from the south of Brazil where I come from. Different varieties of steaks, chicken, pork, sausages. Yeah, have a great fun. If the weather is nice outside, if the weather is not so great, then I just need to readapt the kitchen, get the barbecue on the right place under under some roof, which is still going to be okay to make the barbecue and not be annoyed by the rain. So it's still something to do in March, but I will send some invitation to people. This last weekend I didn't want to make a event page to invite anyone who I didn't want them to be in there. So people who came for the event were the people who I personally invited. So it was great. I really, really enjoyed that moment in there. Oh yeah, as some of you know, some of you who follow me, get early for the. Oh, I hate when bicycles they are on the main road like here now. I do understand people are going to work, but I hate when they are on the main roads, on the carriageway. Sometimes some of them they don't even put the blood light, so sometimes when you see them, you are like almost on them. I cannot say they should not be there because I was cycling myself for so many years to get work. It's just the place where they are cycling is not safe, anyway, right? So here I am, almost getting to working place. Oh, and yeah, it's so much nicer the traffic when it's lower, so you don't have to worry too much. I'm just wondering because everyone in the yard, well, the different companies we have in the same yard, they must have stopped already. Let's see. Almost the yard. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what's going to be the deliveries that sometimes you get. Mainly Mondays and Thursdays when I do the living in the city center. It can be very, very hard or very annoying. Anyway, I'll I'll find out very soon. And yay! I think I'm being granted to open the gate of the yard today because I doubt anyone is here. And yes, I'm right. I hope I have the key with me to open it. Of course I do. If I don't have the key to open it, I have no keys to open the workshop. We are on the same block of keys. Hold on. Don't worry guys, I'll put the light on very soon. I just need to get to the workshop. Yeah, this is the right key now. This one, I hope. Yeah, here we are at work a lot earlier than usual, which is nice. It means I'm gonna have a really good start today. I hope to be a good start and a good finish at work today, really. Sometimes I like to be the first one to arrive in the yard so I can do my thing on my own time. But sometimes it can be a little bit of pain. I'm about to open everything and get prepared. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, possum? Here I am, brother, starting another day, starting another week. You know, hoping everything will be okay today. Yeah. What and how is Virginia doing? How is she doing? I hope she's well. Whatever the guy said in there, I have no idea what language that is, but hello and good morning too. Yeah, starting a lot earlier than usual because it's gonna be a very long day at work. So let me not stop here just yet. Yes, brother, it's that time of the year, and then my boss just asked yesterday if I would like to finish early on Wednesday. And I said, yes, I'm always up for it to have an early finish with work. So he said, right, you can do some extra jobs today and tomorrow if you want. And you can have an early finish. And I said, yeah.
Try it on, he clicked, and could see how it looked on a picture he picked. He bought on sale with shipping next day because he asked Google, Santa sleigh. Ho, ho, ho!
1 second, guys. It's hard when you can't see many things in the morning. Here, let me just go and get that door opened. Oh yes, and I can say that I'm quite happy. Oh, there's some lights in the car. Forgot something. Maybe if it works on. Why is this light? This is still on. Maybe the light is on because I put the light on, of course. Why the light would be on? Hello, Frosty. How you doing, buddy? Good morning to you, and of course, guys, before I forget, Merry Christmas to you all. You know, I hope you all are doing well. I hope everything is working good at your end. I wish you can have a great time with your family, however you are going to celebrate these festive times. So, all the best to you. that's a lot better. And yes, here we are. It's on the way of starting another day. Doing good, yes, just had 2 days to work this week. And she's doing better. It still has no... Well, it's still gonna be like this for a few weeks, bro, but you know, don't worry, everything will be okay now. Everything will get sorted, you know. The worst part has gone already. So yeah, we just wait for the recovering time now. She will be doing just fine. And yes, so for me here today, so yeah, if I can finish work today and tomorrow, I'm gonna have a few days when I can actually relax. You know, just wondering if it's gonna be anyone at the end coming and asking for some more call for Wednesday, which I really don't want to do. But if needed, of course I will get there to work. But hopefully I'm gonna be finished tonight. And as you guys can see, the knee is still not great. It's a lot better, but not great. Have a really easy life, and not say, well, it's not easy. Not crazy hard though, but not too easy. But fun, nice. Challenge oneをことなんですね。 1 second. Yeah, so that makes sense. I'm gonna get the wrong fuel now. The last thing I want to do is mess up with the day today, as it's not gonna be an easy one. So just want to make sure everything will be under control. Yep. Let's get the van. So yeah, for a lot of people, when they ask me, this is how I start my day. You know, get the machines out, making sure the yard is working okay, you know, because mostly of the times you guys gonna see me when I already have my van sorted, when the machine is out, when everything's almost done. So here is how everything gets started. Okay, what do I need? 4 nuts of thinking. workshop. Here we go. And yeah, it's not very much in common, but I'm quite happy we don't have snow around this time now, when surely would be the time to have loads of snow. So, not get me wrong, I'm enjoying it. Temperature is should be between 7 to 10 degrees today, which I'm quite happy about it. People start arriving to work, and when they got things, did I put my pair of gloves? Oh, it's here. They are here. Right, let's get on with it. Let's get started. First load is not too bad. So that's a good start. So it's like half of a load. But the other two, I can't say the same because I have no idea what it's going to be. Okay, 16 bags to start with. Okie dokie. Well, you guys have no idea what a blessing is when it's not wet. It's not even cold and not wet, so it's great. It's a very nice. I never bother when it's cold because that's my job. So I need to get ready. But the rest of no idea how happy I am when it's not wet. What is your plan for Christmas, guys? What are you doing? Seeing family? Getting drunk? Staying alone? Having kids running around? At my end will be a very relaxing one. My wife is Polish, so she likes to cook her traditional Polish dinner for Christmas Eve. Might be joining us for the fifth event. And on the Christmas day, how will people will do the cooking? Which I have no idea what I'll be cooking in the day. For sure, I don't want to eat turkey. I really don't. But if she says she wants it, fine. But she's not like very big fan of turkey either. Had all sorts of meal. Last year we had like a goose, the year before it was a pork or a beef or whatever. It can be a very nice chicken, free range. That would be quite great to have it. The idea is just to relax, enjoy the quiet one. Then just go like for a little walk. Surely some place will be important. So we might take a little one for a little play out. I just want to make sure there's going to be a stress-free walk. Because one of my neighbors just lost his missus 3 or 4 days ago. The other gentleman is not a great time for him as well because his wife passed away, I think it was on Boxing Day, about almost 30 years ago, so every Christmas he just rather to spend on his phone. I don't even think he wants to see the children come to the house on that particular day, but that's how we deal with situations. big. Great, I just got what I needed, no more of that. So no more waste of time. Oh, it's very straightforward. Another 3 of each. Okay, let's check the load again. Where am I going with this? And just one more. Load concluded.